Hello and welcome to Peak Flicks. My name is Mr. Lepore, and I'll be working alongside you all throughout the summer on a variety of math skills. Each day we'll be working on a small fluency component, and right after that, we'll take a look at a variety of different topics throughout the fourth grade math curriculum that we think will be beneficial to you to sharpen up on in order to prepare for everything that's to come. In addition, we're going to make sure to remind you that every day you need to make sure that your top right circle in our reflex math program is fully green inside and out. All right, guys, welcome back to our fluency component. We're moving on here to our sevens today. Something that always helped me as a kid was knowing my sevens times tables by the scores of football games, right? Every time you score a touchdown and you make the extra point after, it's a total of 7 points. So that was always a little fun thing that helped me know my sevens times tables. I'll give you guys a second or two to go ahead and say the answer before me, and then I'll go ahead and I'll say the answer out loud myself. Let's get going. 4 times 7 is 28. 8 times 7 is 56. 7 times 7 is 49. 1 times 7 is 7. 9 times 7 is 63. 7 times 3 is 21. 7 times 6 is 42. And 7 times 2 is 14. All right, nice job there with our sevens. As always, make sure we are heading on to Reflex Math through our Clever account to continue to grow and get better with our fluency each and every day. All right, guys, welcome back here. Let's continue what we built on yesterday, which was reviewing multiplication, right? 2 by 1, 3 by 1, and 4 by 1 digit multiplication problems using the area model and standard algorithm. Today, we're going to be focusing on multiplying 2 by 2 digit numbers. All right, so let's take a look at our objectives here. Students will be able to multiply 2-digit multiples of 10 by 2-digit numbers using the area model. Students will be able to multiply 2-digit multiples of 10 by 2-digit numbers using the area model and the standard algorithm. So just like the other day, we're going to go ahead and focus, right, on 2 ways to multiply. One is the area model, one is the standard algorithm. Let's take a look at some problems. So area model, here we have 43 times 56. So the first number on the left, I'm going to go ahead and place it on top. Notice my area model this time is a little different. I call this making a window. One big square, cut it up perfectly into 4, and I'll tell you why 4 in just a minute. Okay, so 43, I break it down by place value just like we did the other day. I have 40, and I have 3. Okay, now I also have 56, so I break that down the same way. I have 50, and I have 6. So each number almost gets its own window here, right? So that's why I wind up splitting it into 4. So start off with 50 times 40. I count 2 zeros, 1, 2, and I place them down. And now I do 5 times 4, which is 20. In total, that is 2,000, right? Now I do 50 times 3. 1 0, 5 times 3 is 15. Next I do 40 times 6. 1 0, 4 times 6 is 24, and lastly I do 6 times 3, which is 18. Add them all up, I get 8 ones, 5 plus 4 is 9 tenths, plus 1 tenth is 10 tenths, regroup, boom, 100 plus 100 is 200s, 200s plus 200s is 400s, and I have 2 thousands left over, making my answer 2,408. Let's take a look at the standard algorithm right over here. Okay, so I'm going to start off here by multiplying each digit by the 6 in the ones place. So 6 times 3 is, it's got it right here. A nice little math fact. 6 times 3 is 18. 8. Regroup the 1. Okay. Now I'm taking my 6 and multiplying it by 4 tenths. 6 times 4 is 24 plus 1 gets me 25. All right. So if you look in black there, right, 6 times 3 and 6 times 4, right, when I do the standard algorithm, I get 258. So what I would do here, right, is I would cross out my 6 so that I know I'm done with it. And then the first thing I do is I write a 0 underneath my 8. And this is what we call, okay, a place holder. Right? It's really important in order to successfully complete, all right, our 2 by 2 digit multiplication problem. You must have that placeholder there. All right. So now that I'm done with the 6 and I've got my placeholder there, I'm going to go now to the 5, and I still multiply by the ones place first and then the tens place next. So 5 times 3 is 15. 5, right? I'm going to write down the 5 there. 5 times 3 is 15, 5, and I'm going to regroup the 1 up here. Notice it's in a different color. Next, I do 5 times 4. That is 20. 20 plus 1 is 21. 1, 2, 3, comma, right? So when I multiplied almost 5 tens by 3 ones, I got 15, and 5 by 4, I got 20. With what I regrouped, remember there's a kind of a little bit of addition that we notice in here, especially when we're regrouping, when we're multiplying. So now that I got 258 and 2,150, I'm just going to add them up, all right? And I get 8, 10, regroup, 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 1 is 4, and I have 2,408. Either way you split it up, you got yourself the same answer there, all right? So let's take a look at 2 more problems that we're going to do here together. So 20 times 22. So what I notice here is I have it set up the standard way, and I also have an area model set up. So my first number, right, on the left here is 20. And 20 only has a value of 20 because there's a 0 in the ones place, right? So notice that there's only, right, it's not cut into 4 here. It's only got one area for 20. But now I have 22. So here I have a 20. And I have 2, right? So let's start off here. 20 times 20. I have 1 0 up top. I have 1 0 on the bottom. And 2 times 2 is 4. 20 times 2, 1 0. 2 times 2 is 4. Add these 2 up here. My answer is 440. And just like that, you are able to successfully multiply 2 by 2 digit problems. Let's take a look at the standard way, all right? Anything times 0 is 0. 0. Now, after I'm done here, right, I'm going to cross it out, and then what do I have to do? It's that really important step. Excellent. I got to put my placeholder in. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. Add it up. 0 plus 0. 0 plus 4. And I have 400s. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bam. Look at that. 2 different ways. Same answer successfully both ways. All right, let's take another look here, right? 50. 0 in the ones place will not have a value, so it's going to go right here on the side. 50. And then I have 41, so I break that down into 40 and 1, just like that. Okay, so 50 times 40, it's a lot of work. Make it easy. Zero's trick. I got 1 0 up top in 40. I have another 0 in 50. 5 times 4 is 20. 1, 2, 3, comma. 50 times 1 is 50, right? Anything times 1 is that number itself. So if I add these up here, 2,000 plus 50, well, I get 2,050. All right. That is using our area model. Let's take a look at how it would go with our standard algorithm right here. Anything times 0 is 0. 0 times 1 is 0. 0 times 4 is 0. And remember, and now that I'm done with it, super important, we need that placeholder right here. Placeholder is always a 0. Always. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 4 is 20. Add it up here, 2,050. Again, two different strategies, the same answer both times. We have our area models, we have our standard algorithm. When I click on the next slide, why don't we go ahead and pause our screens and try to answer the problems on our own. And when you're ready, unpause it and join me for a review. All right, so for this one right here, 60 times 73. I'm going to go ahead and use the area model first. Remember, my 60 only has a value of 60 because there's a 0 in the ones place. So I put my 60 there. I break 73 down to 70 and 3, just like that. Okay, so 60 times 70, right? I got 1, 2 zeros. And 6 times 7 is 42. 1, 2, 3, comma. All right. Now I do 60 times 3, right? I have 1 0. And 6 times 3 is 180, right? So if I add it all up, I get 4,380. Now I'm trying to challenge myself and add them horizontally, right? That means I have to match up place values and a place value chart in my own head really well with the numbers, okay? If that's too difficult, not very hard to do this, right? 4,200 plus 180. All right. I even think it's easier with a pencil and paper than it is on this digital board. So you could always add it up that way too, right? That's using our area model. Let's take a look at the standard algorithm. 0 times anything is 0. 0 times 3 is 0. 0 times 7 is 0. I'm done with this 0. It's very important now that I get my placeholder here. Without that, I will not get the right answers. 6 times 3 is 18. 8. Regroup the 1. 6 times 7. Oh, we did our 7s today. That is 42. 42 plus 1 is 43. Add it up to nothing, and we get 4,380. 80. 1, 2, 3, comma. So both ways, right? Let's make that more of a 4 there. So both strategies that we applied, we both got the same answer again. So that's great to see. On the last one here, 80 times 32. You know what? I'm going to focus on just the area model here. I really like it both for my 2 to 4 by 1 digit multiplication, and I liked it for my 2 by 2 digit multiplication also. So notice when I split this, it's not perfectly even, okay? The reason for that is, and if we take a look at our example over here, is I know the tens place will have a greater value than the ones place. So when I multiply them, this number will be bigger, hence taking up more space, okay? So let's set this up now. I got my 80, which has only a value of 80 because there is nothing in the ones place. And now I have to break apart 30 and 2. So I break it apart as 30 and 2. All right. 80 times 30 now. I got 1 0 here, 1 0 there. 8 times 3 is 24, right? Now I got 80 times 2. I have 1 0 in my 80. And 8 times 2 is 16, making it 160. Let's add them up here. 2,400 plus 160. One, two, three. Awesome. And our answer for 80 times 32 is 2,560. Really great job by you guys today, continuing some challenging multiplication work, 2 by 2 digit problems, okay? And we got 2 strategies for them, so get used to them. I think they're going to help you be really successful. That's the area model and the standard algorithm. All right, guys, make sure you get onto Reflex. We'll talk to you later. Also, make sure that you're getting onto your Reflex Math account that you could log in through Clever every single day when we're done with our math work here. You'll know you're done when the top right corner of your screen shows that your circle is fully green. Enjoy.